So unconditional love, unrequited love is agape love, where we love even though we may or may not get anything back for it. So here's what we need to do. I need to back this up, and I need to talk about the problem. See, if love is the answer, which it is, what is the problem? And this is what Jesus said. He said, in the last days, you will hear of wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes, famines, and pestilences. How are we doing so far? Check, 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 check. And then he went on and said this, and many will be offended, and they will hate one another, and the love of many will grow cold. How are we doing at that? Does that sound like it's describing our world today? We are living in this season like none others, where I have, at least this is my observation, where people are more offended than I've ever seen before. We have this hypersensitivity where everybody is offended by everything these days. You turn on the news, people are mad about something and offended about something. You turn on a TV show and somebody's offended with this or that. You go on social media, everybody's offended about everything. You know, most of you like me because you're here, so I get that. And you appreciate what I do and what I share. But do you know that I cannot preach a single message ever without somebody being offended? I preach on forgiveness and somebody is offended. I preach on love and someone's offended. I preach on mercy and someone's offended. I preach on grace and someone's offended. They miss everything else. One little thing that I said here or there, they're offended. And it's a good thing I have this personality disorder, so that I am able to deal with this and not really give a rip that people are offended with me. Otherwise, I don't know what I'd do. I remember when I was younger, I had this pastor. He had an otherwise normal build, but he had this big, huge pot belly, one of those really hard ones, you know, those suckers. And he had one of those big pot bellies, and he used to always say this. He says, this isn't a pot belly. This is thick skin from pastoring for 20 years. And he would thump it like this. That's stuck in my mind all these years. And so we are living in this world today. You know what I'm talking about. The comedians are wondering if they still have a job, because every time they say something, the world goes completely nuts. And we saw it play out in real time on the Oscars, where Chris Rock made that joke about Will Smith's wife, and he walked right up there in front of millions of people and sucker slapped him, and the world gasped. And I thought to myself, that is what we've become. And if 2 years of COVID didn't make the world cranky, I don't know what did. People woke up with the dial on 9, ready to go right off the edge. Everything made everybody mad. And what is the remedy? It's love. It's love. And this is our secret weapon, people. Love is this is what Paul's saying. He said you can have miracles and healings and prophecies, but without love, you're nothing. The secret weapon is love, because love never fails, and that's why it prevails.